Hey YouTube, today we will be exploring how I make my videos. But before we start, I want to remind you to subscribe if you enjoy my animations. With that out of the way, let's start. Disclaimer: this tutorial only works for Toonsquid. And sadly this will only cover the basics. Let me know if you'd like a part 2 someday. First, how to make a project. Click on the plus in the top right corner. Now, name your project and set the FPS to whatever fits you best. I personally like 16 FPS. Now that you have set up your project, you need a body to animate with. I'm creating a new one so none of my assets are stolen. Once your body is complete, click the library option in the top left, and once there, click the plus in the top right corner. From there, click New Animation Clip and name your project again. Now we need to create some eyes. Make these sort of circle shapes. Now we need to extend it to only 2 frames. From here, click on the scaling mode button and click freeform. Now grab the anchor point and bring it to the bottom of the eyes. Now we bend the eyes down to start the blink. Press the onion skin button at the bottom to help. Now on layer 3, make the eyes blink. 2 curved lines that wrap around the bottom of the eyes. Using onion skin would definitely help here too. After that, extend the eyes to 3 frames and cut them each in half. Now on layer 5, bring the blink down a tiny bit. Now repeat layer 2 on layer 6 and layer 1 onto 7. Watch me do it if confused. Now click on the number 1 and press set marker, then click off. Go on to number 2 and do the same. However, extend it to frame 7 at the top of the marker. Well done, you have created your first blink. Okay, now go back to the first scene with the planet asset and import the eye scene you just made. From here, follow my movements. Click this button on the side. Scroll down to select from markers and now you can switch between still eyes and a blink. Simple. You can also create more eye variants like SpaceShow has. Congrats, you have now made a blink. Now, what next? Next we are gonna be creating some mouths for lip syncs. Listen closely because this is a little harder. Now, like last time, create a new symbol/animation clip. And we will first start by drawing a closed mouth with teeth. From here, extend it to 2 frames and cut so they are separate. On the last frame, squish it down like I am. And now select the numbers above the frames and make markers again, but this time make them both 1 frame long. Copy me if confused. Now we shall repeat the process with an open mouth. Teeth is optional. Do the same process with lots of different mouth shapes. However, for the mouth, follow what I do. Create the mouth and position it the bottom right of all the mouths, and extend it to 2 frames and cut. With the second frame, push it a tiny bit further away from the mouths. Now extend it to another frame, and on the last frame, squish the mouth and position it diagonally above the first mouth. Set the markers for every mouth you've created. After that, go back to the main animation. From here, import the mouths and size them up or down correctly. From here, go to select markers and sync the mouths with the words you are trying to lip sync. Open mouth for letters like A, E, I, Y. Closed teeth mouth for letters like T, C, S, H, and more. The O mouth for letters like O, U, and more. The closed mouth for letters like M, P, and more. For P and F, create a mouth like this one. Well, what now? We need to give the character some personality. So, click this button at the bottom of the timeline. This is called Transform Hierarchy. It allows you to move multiple things at once. So for example, the face stays on the body when you want to move the body. It is very useful. Once you are on the Transform Hierarchy, drag the layer with your character's body onto the blank part, and drag the mouths layer under it. Now drag the eyes under the mouths layer. It should look exactly like this. See, now they all move. Now you can move the eyes and mouths to create more liveliness in the animation. You can also move the body. Here you can see I'm experimenting with tweens. Move up the FPS to create a more smooth animation. If you want a quick animation like mine, bring it down to around 16 to 18. But wait, what are tweens? So, what are tweens? Tweens are basically animation done for you. There are different graphs to choose from for a tween. The graphs determine how the animation looks, so whether it is fast at the start or slow at the start. For this demonstration, I will choose to move the ball from one side of the screen to another with little to no work. It's good to experiment with different graphs and their settings. The tweens are way smoother when you have a higher frame rate. But for SpaceShow it's less smooth and more fast and choppy. I usually use 16 frames per second. Each graph has an ease in and out, and ease out option. Ease in is where the ball starts off slow but ends being fast. In and out is fast in the middle and slow at each end. Ease out is fast in the start and slow at the end. Use these to your advantage to create more personality in your animations. You can also tween with things other than the position of the object. You can change the size on the screen, the rotation, the opacity and more. Again, experiment. And with all that, I think this video has run its course. Feel free to watch and ask questions in the comments. I will try my best to answer, and make sure to also say if you'd like a part 2. Please remember to check out my other videos.